Okay, here we go. Getting ready to record episode 242 of the Coach Tadris podcast. And for the first time, I'm videoing it for YouTube as well. So here we go. I'm about to hit that record button starting right now. Welcome to another week of the show. I'm your host, Coach Tadris Parker with runtothebestyou.com. And I'm all about motivating you to move more, eat clean, and providing you a safe space for accountability to help you reach your health goals. In episode 242, I'm talking about what it's like to be a Whole30 runner. And I'm going to share. All right, see, this is what happens. I got to redo it. All right. Once I get rolling, I don't stop, right? But if I mess up in the first minute or so, then I got to redo it. So here we go. Let's try it again. All right. Here we go. Welcome to another week of the show. I'm your host, Coach Tadris Parker from Galloway, New Jersey. And I'm with runtothebestyou.com. I'm all about motivating you to move more, eat clean, and providing you a safe space for accountability to help you reach your health goals. And in episode 242, I'm talking about what it's like to be a Whole30 runner and how I created a holistic health challenge. And I'm going to share those results from September with you, the podcast listener. One thing that I know is that you could be listening to anything in the world right now, but you chose to press play on this episode, and I take that very seriously, and I'm going to provide you the best motivation, inspiration to take your health to the next level. Now listen, if this is something that you can use help in, head over to the show notes and select free session to book a free coaching call with me and join me on an upcoming event as well if you're here locally in New Jersey. So, the results are in. What are we talking about? A Whole30 runner. Well, I started around, first of all, I found Whole30 back in 2018 when at the time I was working with a health and wellness company selling meal replacement, this and that, okay? But one of my chiropractors were suggesting that soy may not be the best for a guy, right? And we already know that soy can lead to a lot of women getting breast cancer and things like that. Well, males is not the best for them as well. So I read this book called Wheat Belly. Then one of my Couch to 5K members said that I'm going to do a round of Whole30. Who's crazy enough to do it with me? And I had already digested the Wheat Belly book. And I told myself, well, I've been trying to come off bread anyway. Let me come off all of these other things as well. Well, guys, I couldn't take any of the products that I was selling due to the fact that it had maltodextrin in it, which is another form of a grain that spikes your insulin more than sugar does, and all these things. I'm running 10 miles. I'm taking the products. Yeah, I would still have a pizza, burger here and there, but all that running I was doing, taking these weight loss products to or health and wellness products. So I was going to do a meal replacement this, meal replacement that, and then eat whatever I wanted at dinner. That did not work, right? You cannot outrun a bad diet. It helped me get results to a point, but to unlock the results, I needed something different. And so I said, well, I was trying to come off of bread and grains anyway, based on the information that I studied in Wheat Belly. So why don't I try this Whole30 process where I eliminate grains? Let me take it from the top. I got to do it in alphabetical order to remember. It's alcohol, dairy, legumes, grains, sugar, and soy, okay? I mixed up the grains with the legumes. All right, alphabetical order, right? Got you. All right, here we go. So I treat these like an oil change, right? It's called a reset, and it's inspired by Melissa Hartwig, who have written the books Whole30 Protocol, right? Her next book is called Food Freedom. And so I tried it in 2018 and the results was crazy. My stomach flattened out. I couldn't take any of the products that I was selling. So I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I kept it under wraps for a little bit. And then I decided to incorporate that within Run to the Best You, but it wasn't like full blown. It wasn't until December of 2018 that this idea came to my mind to be able to do like a 7-day challenge. So right away, January 7-day challenge, I started seeing people get, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. One person lost 11 pounds in 7 days. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy. So I wrote my experience of the Whole30 protocol for myself, as that in 2019, I started teaching it to other people. And I wrote this nutrition support guide based on my experience of this reset, right? So here's the deal. But throughout the years, I wasn't talking about it enough, or I fade back in and out of it. And then I said, you know what, this is kind of like a oil change. A person needs to get their oil change every 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles, and so forth. So I found myself needing this reset myself. I created a holistic health challenge for the fall, and I was putting it out to people, and it was only like three or four people that jumped on board. And we're going to share some of their results a little bit later in this show. But I'm telling you what happened for me, right? So on September 9th, 2024, that's when the challenge started. And I would geared myself up to say that I am going to do the challenge with my challengers, okay? Because I was out of control over the summer, put on some weight, didn't want it, didn't feel right. And see, this method of eating is a holistic way to heal the gut, remove inflammation, and lose weight and more. There's so many NSVs, non-scale victories, that comes along with this reset protocol, okay? So again, with Run to the Best You, I adopted this. I said, listen, I'm gonna do this for myself. It's time. And I have a half marathon coming up that I want to get my fastest time. I'm going for a PR. That's right, October 20th, 2024. By the time this episode reaches the airways, I would have already done it. So hopefully the next episode or so, I'll be able to share whether I got that time or not. Okay. So let me go over some quick highlights of what I was able to get over this 30-day reset. Let me move this up. Then I'm going to give shout outs to some individuals who took the Holistic Health Challenge and show you that it's not just working for a man, but it's also working for females. Let's get into it. I ended up losing 13 pounds and 2.5 inches off of my waist. 2.5 inches. Based on the 2 meals a day protocol, the 2 meals a day book by Mark Sisson, I haven't heard this in any other health book. But our circumference around our belly button to belly button measurement should be half of your height. So if you're 72 inches like I am, 5'7", then our belly button to belly button measurement should be 33.5. I'm still working on that, but losing 2.5 inches off my waist is a great way to start getting there, okay? What else did I get? So 13 pounds, that was huge. That was huge. This is my best one yet because I've done several resets since 2018. The first time I did the reset, I had lost like 8 pounds in a month. And then as I started reintroducing things one at a time, guess what happened? I ended up losing like another 6.5 pounds, so 14 pounds in 6 weeks. But I was able to get 13 pounds this go around. I was super focused, locked in, right? A lot of people that do this protocol, they start finding try to make their own Whole30 muffins and stuff like that. There's people on YouTube that's advertising that. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't recreating that because that's not how the protocol calls for. Like, we got to retrain our brain and body to not go for the sugar or the salty, crunchy snacks, right? Let's not try to recreate it. Let's stick to what? Real meat, vegetables, and some fruit, and some selected nuts and seeds. Selected, because legumes, a peanut is a legume. And so there's more that I teach my one-on-one clients on how to get, really lock in on this. I don't want to spend too much time on that right here. But here's some other things that I accomplished. I dropped my metabolic age from 55 years old down to 49. So I have a scale that tells me my metabolic age and stuff like that. Your body fat percentage. If you have a scale like that, you want to mark down all this stuff because you don't know. You just won't know. So I'm 50 years old And after these 30 days, I actually went from 55 years old to 49. Who doesn't want to feel better than their age? And this is what I call aging backwards. Every single day, if we mindlessly grab for these foods that is causing inflammation, that is putting weight on, causing brain fog, zapping our energy, you start to feel older than you are. So that's why people in their 50s and 60s like, oh, don't get old. I'm hurting all over the place. It all goes downhill. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. What about my athletic performance as coach of the Run to the Best You program? All right, my mile time decreased. So I take a mile test. I encourage my clients to take a mile test to see where you are and how that can transform into your run, walk, run ratio. I teach that as well. Learned it from Jeff Galloway. He's a mentor of mine. And so once I learned that in 2015, I've been studying it and then teaching it to other people and seeing people in their 60s run their first half marathon. Crazy, good stuff, right? So my mile test decreased from 8 minutes and 38 seconds on August 27th, 2024, down to 7 minutes and 58 seconds. So that's about like 40-second difference, right? Within 8 days of me being on Whole30. So I took a test. I was 8 days in and saw that 40-second improvement already within the first week, dropped my mile time. Guys, on day 30, it was time for another test, and I crushed it. I finished with a time of 7 minutes and 28 seconds. So that's 1 minute and 10-second improvement over, the 30 plus days. Guys, here's some other non-scale victories for me personally. Sleeping better. No rashes on my face. The sugar dragon was put to sleep. It's dead, okay? And I ain't trying to wake it up because I need to keep this momentum going, not only to crush my half marathon time on October 20th, the Atlantic City Marathon Series, but I'm also going to Disney to run and wine and dine. I want to feel good. And then I need to keep that same type of mindset because we're not just doing this just to have good times at races. We need to be doing this for our longevity, for our overall health. Who do you have to be around for? I got 2 grandkids. I got a 15-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? He's watching me. He's doing really great with it as well. He's following this type of protocol. Has been crushing it. All right. Yes, a 15-year-old who likes to play video games can still take their health seriously. He's a little bit less on the video games now. Now he's in the gym, eating right, making great decisions when we go out to eat, all the things. All right. So this is when I want to transition. This is when I want to transition to shout outs. And so I do this every single podcast. I do a shout out of the week, but I got a couple, right? So not only did that protocol work for me, but those that took me up on the holistic health challenge for the month of September, Lisa Polite, down 11 pounds. So women say a lot of times, it's easy for a man to lose weight and much easier for a man than it is a woman. Okay, I lost 13 pounds and I'm training for a half marathon, right? So maybe I burnt a couple of extra calories. Lisa Polite, she's not out there training. She is moving more because, like I said, I encourage you to move more, eat clean, and get to those health goals that you're desiring. But here, Lisa Polite, 30 days, 11 pounds down, and she's super excited to have been able to cut sugar and alcohol cravings. She said the most thing that I'm excited about is that I haven't had sugar and alcohol in weeks. Good stuff, right? Sarah DeThomas, who I've already helped achieve her black belt, pass her black belt test, and now she's a black belt. She did it in September. What did she say? 11 pounds down. 2 ladies, 11 pounds down, and she's ecstatic to see her athletic performance improved. So she has a personal trainer. You could consider me, I'm not just a coach, run, walk coach, or weight loss coach. I'm your personal health coach. And as a personal health coach, your trainers at the gym is going to hold your hand while you're there. But I pride myself on being able to help you stick to your diet, help you achieve your goals mentally, because a lot of our goals is mental, right? A lot of it. And so as a health coach, I do video, like little mini videos a couple of days a week. Then we get on a health call once a week to help you obtain your goals. Now, those weekly calls is, that's next level coaching for those that want that, okay? A lot of people experience great results just taking a challenge, but some people want that next level of accountability, and that's what I'm here for as well. Heather Roberts, she's not in a challenge, and she's not quite to her 30 days. Yet, as of this recording, she's 3 weeks into working together with me, and she's down 9 pounds. And what is she elated for? To have learned some new recipes to fuel her health journey while she's on the road. She's a traveling nurse, ladies and gentlemen. She's not here in Galloway where her home residence is. She's in Boston right now. So she needs to learn how to eat away from home and to eat in hotels, what to order when she's at restaurants. And this woman, it's not about excuses, right? Oh, I'm on the road, I can't do it. Nah, not Heather Roberts. She has a big dream in mind, and this type of lifestyle is going to help her accomplish her bigger dream. And so there's no excuses with her, and she's down 9 pounds. Big shout out to her. Here we go. 56-year-old Michelle DeRosa from Galloway, New Jersey. She owns a hair salon in South Jersey here. We got on a free coaching call on Wednesday, October 2nd. Michelle, as I said, she's a busy salon owner and felt like she was losing herself. She wasn't liking the person that she was becoming, lacking energy and feeling her age, okay? Michelle wanted to delay starting our next level personal coaching calls. She already bought in. She was like, this is what I need. I need your accountability. This sounds really good, but I'm going on a trip on October 15th, on October 11th, and I come back on the 15th. Maybe I will get started when I come back. I'll let her know that delaying to start didn't make sense, as by the time she would leave and go on her trip on October 11th, that I could have already helped her be down 6 to 7 pounds by then. Friends, I tell you no lie. As of this recording of this podcast, which is Friday, October 11th, Michelle checked in with me the morning before she left, which was this morning, and she was down 6.8 pounds. Much love, much respect. Great job, Michelle DeRosa. Thank you so much for allowing me to share your story too, because you never know who may be inspired by it by listening to this right now or watching me on YouTube right now. Man, I am so, it really brings me to tears, because she could have delayed it, put it off, and I could have just said, okay, let me know when you get back. I was like, nah, man. Yeah, we on this call. You need this right now, right? And I'm the guy to help you get there. And to see that I was so accurate with my prediction, I can already help you lose 6 to 7 pounds before you even go on your trip. And she took me up on it. And now, while she's on her trip, she already planned what she's eating. We developed a game plan. No coach is going to let you go into the game without having a game plan. So you need a willing player to listen to the coach. And that's what she is right now. So big shout out to all 4 of those ladies. Let me move up my notes real quick. So guys, here's my tip of the week. Don't wait to start your own success story. Let me tell you something. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. And that's where I come in to help you navigate the choppy waters to find your success story. Here's an additional shout out. 13-year-old Fable Burke, my girl, you know what she did? She's going for her black belt as well. And she needs to be able to run 2 miles in 20 minutes. So over the summer, when she came and joined me, she was at 13-minute mile over the summer. On September 10th, she did a mile test, and guess what time she got, guys? 10 minutes and 14 seconds. We ran together on Thursday, and although she was slightly over 20 minutes, I'm so proud of the work that this young lady has been putting forth every single week, and I'm confident that she will pass her test. By the time this podcast airs, she would have already took the test. But if you like to comment or share positive thoughts for her, please feel free to email me at coachtadris at gmail.com, private message me on social media, and I'll make sure I get those positive vibes out to her, although she would have already taken the test. What's ahead, guys? What can you start to work towards if running is the thing that you might be interested in? Well, we have the Fast and Furious 5K on November 28th, 2024. That's right. That's a turkey trot. Get out there, get a good burn, get some exercise. This Fast and Furious 5K helps support the Humane Society in Ocean City, New Jersey. Even if you want to do this virtually, I'll make sure that you get your race bib and shirt, anything that comes with it, guys, because that's how I do. I am connected with many of the races that we do, and I can help online people do this race no matter where they're from, okay? Let me get ready to wrap up this show, and thank you so much. Once again, if you want to work with me, head to the show notes. Maybe you have your own story. You can email me your story. I can potentially bring you on the show or read it on the next podcast. Again, if you want to bring me on as your personal health coach, I got you. You want to train for your first 5K, all that stuff is in the show notes. If you would like to support this podcast and help me fight obesity in families one step at a time, there's a link in the show notes to do that. And lastly, please don't forget to rate and leave a review on Apple Podcasts, as your reviews may help our podcast get found and get listened to. Here is our closing quote of the week. There are two ways to view the future. One is with apprehension, and the other is with anticipation. Jim Rohn. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. You can be listening to anything in the world, and I so much appreciate you for pressing play on this episode. Remember, our conversation does not constitute doctor's advice. So if you would like to check with your doctor, see if this is something that you could do, which trust me, so many doctors have told their clients to thank your coach for helping you drop this weight. Hey guys, don't forget, keep calm, run to the best you, and I'll talk to you next week. Man. Thank you so much for watching this on YouTube as well. And that will conclude the podcast. All right. And I'll leave links below if you would like. Hey, I haven't been working on YouTube for a long time, for a while. So please rate, leave a review, all that things, like, subscribe, all those things, and take me up on a challenge or take me up as being your own personal health coach. That'd be awesome. And run to the best you.